Hey guys, how you doing? It's Dana at ZIMM'S Guitars, and I got another guitar. Let's unbox it. This thing is $159 shipped to you on Amazon. So let's take a look at this thing. Here we go. Alright guys, so here it is. It's really cool because I didn't buy this guitar. A friend of mine, a customer that comes in my store, he brought this thing in and he's like, Dane, you can do a video about this thing. And so, yeah, I'm really lucky. I got friends down here and they help me with my YouTube channel and they bring stuff in. So, first off, I like how it's wrapped up in here. It's completely covered with the styrofoam. And so hopefully there's no damage to it. See if I can pull it out. There you go. So you got a completely molded case that it comes in. And I can see that it has a cord. And it also has the, it's got the pick guard is inside this package with a cord and a little Allen wrench. So yeah, they didn't ship it with the pick guard. So I guess the pick guard is optional. You don't have to have it on there. So we'll throw this up here, pull this off of here. And again, the stuff that's getting imported from China, it's getting to be really high quality stuff. I'm not trying to tell you guys to go out and buy one of these things. It just makes for an interesting video, I think. So again, we have a Firefly. And it looks like a traditional Les Paul. You've got the binding up the neck and around the front of the body. This guitar at this price looks beautiful. You know, one thing that I'm noticing right off, that the bridge, you've got a lot of mass right there. So it looks like you've got a lot of room for intonation. Some of these are a little skinnier than that. So that seems interesting. The last Firefly video that I did a month or two back, it had a, the heel was contoured. This is more of the traditional look. Okay, and it says a Firefly Classic. So that's why it's not like the modern shape. It doesn't have any contours in the back. It doesn't have a belly cut or anything. The top of it looks gorgeous. You got the trapezoid fret markers. Let me just look at the nut for a second. It looks like there's not a huge gap between the nut and the first fret. So it looks, from just looking at it here for a few seconds, it looks like the nut is cut nicely. And if you feel along the edges, everybody always kind of feels the edge of the nut to see if it's flying over the edge or anything. But that nut feels good. You always try to feel the fret ends to kind of see if they're sticking out. It feels nice. And it's like almost in perfect tune. So yeah, you always have that controversy. It's not really controversy, but you have the discussion. Do they tune a guitar and ship it tuned? And this one seems like it's pretty close to tuning. Alright, so we're going to have a close examination of this guitar. I got my buddy Neil's down here at the shop today. So Neil, what's your first impressions on it?
It ain't lefty.
No, it's not a lefty.
But it's very nice. I like the ends. The fret ends are very nice. You got the binding. Don't know what this is made out of. But
I hear rumors that, you know, these are definitely made in China. But I hear rumors that they're shipped to California and they have quality control that looks them over, possibly changes the nut and possibly changes the strings and maybe kind of cleans them up a little bit. So
I like the color. It's
think
like a burgundy burst almost, I would call it.
right. All right, so I've got my ohm meter right here. And let's ohm out the pickups and see what they go for. Now, normally a neck pickup in a classic Les Paul would ohm out at about what? What do you think, Neil?
7.5, 8.
Okay, let's give it a try over here. All right. 7.89, great guess. Let's go down to the bridge pickup.
Maybe a little hotter.
Yeah.
8.5 maybe.
9.64 on the bridge, so yeah, that probably sounds great. I see it's still got the plastic over the pickups, which keeps them from getting scratched, or actually I think when they ship a guitar, they keep the plastic on some of the metal to keep it from rusting, because you don't know how long a guitar is going to stay in the box before somebody buys it, you know what I'm saying? It could stay in a warehouse for years. Although these Fireflies, Amazon only sells them in batches of like 300 or so for each model, and so they go really quickly. But one thing that I'm not real fond of is the, and it's a little nitpicky kind of a thing, but the Firefly logo is just sort of blah. And you got these little diamond inserts with little triangles on each side. Trapezoid inlays. You don't see, sometimes on inlays you can see where they cut the wood and then they have to fill in the little edges with something. You can see little filler material on the edges of stuff, and these look like I wonder if they're stickers. Well, what's your thought on that? You think that'd be a sticker?
No.
Oh yeah, because I can.
It's some kind of like plastic perloid. Probably the same stuff they make some of the picks out of.
And like I said, the bag that comes with your little cable, it's got the pick guard in there. So I think in a way, it's kind of a cool idea that they didn't just go ahead and mount the pick guard on there. I'll pull the cord out of there for me real quick. Let's see what that would look like with the pick guard, because they didn't drill the holes.
Then they did not drill the holes.
They didn't
on the
drill any
side
holes
either.
on it, and so I think that's kind of a neat idea to, you know, you can let your customer decide if they want to throw that pick guard on there.
Doesn't exactly match, but
It kind of matches the poker chip up there. Close, but yeah. What do you think? Would you put the pick guard on or no?
nah,
I don't think I would either.
I don't think I would either.
You don't want to cover up the grain in this, and
It's a nice transition part, and
Yeah.
it gets covered up.
let me plug this thing in. I'll make a little bit of noise with it. I'm not much of a player, but here we go. All right, so the first thing that you do when you get a new guitar is you tune it up, and you just kind of make sure that you stretch the strings out a little bit. A lot of times I just kind of put my finger on the 12th fret and I kind of pull on it a little bit. Your strings it's going to need a while to get the string to where it travels through the nut nicely. See what I'm saying? See how sharp that went? The tuners feel okay on this, but I always do that thing where I kind of push the string down here in front of the nut. And that one stayed in tune, so that one's okay. But yeah, so here's the bridge pickup a little bit. Pickups. so a Firefly Les Paul Classic. It's a beautiful guitar. They're very inexpensive. I'm not going to say I recommend them because I don't know how long are they going to hold their value. If you buy one of these things in 2 or 3 years, are you still going to want to play this guitar, or is it just, this could be just one of those guitars that a guy is on Amazon, he's online, he decides to buy a guitar, and then a year later it's just in his closet forever and he never plays it. Let's see, I'm going to give my amp a little bit of dirt. Let's see what But then again, it might be one of those guitars where you just can play this thing your whole life, because it is a quality instrument that, you know, 40 or 50 years from now, it's not going to deteriorate. It's going to hold together. It's a solid piece of wood. It's good electronics, and when you get stuff like this, you can always do upgrades to them on down the road. If you still love the guitar 10 years from now, you know, throw a set of Grover tuners on it or something. If you still love the guitar a few years from now, you know, put some DiMarzios in it or something. So it's a good platform for doing modifications if you're that kind of a guy that wants to kind of trick out his guitar. But yeah, a Firefly, pretty cool. I want to thank Rico for bringing this thing into me and letting me do a video about it. And I appreciate you guys watching, so everybody have a great day.
I should say $159? You're full of shit. If that's $159, I'm Paul Reed Smith.
Try a second one. Come up with another.
If that's $159, I'm Larry David. $159? Bullshit. If that's $159, Amazon's high. $159? Liar!